It is now really a shocking reality of life on how African puppet leaders hide under the umbrella of democracy to commit evil. They hide under the umbrella of democracy to oppress the masses. I'm going to share with you guys shocking revelation coming from Cameroon part of Africa. As a Cameroonian has given an insight of the kind of democracy that is being practiced in Cameroon at the moment. I keep on saying it. Africans, rise up. Speak on behalf of Cameroonians because they cannot speak for themselves at the moment. Freedom of speech is not allowed, is not granted in Cameroon. Africans, both home and abroad, please rise up and speak for the southern part of Cameroon because they are really going through a whole lot of torture at the moment. From the puppet leader, Papia. I'm going to shock you guys with a shocking revelation in this video. Remember, we are reporting this news all the way from Cameroon part of Africa. Stay tuned for the news in detail. Don't forget, for more amazing and interesting updates coming from my channel, please do well to subscribe and turn on your bell notification. Remember, we are like a family here. Do well to be part of this amazing family by subscribing and hitting on the like button. Like this video, share your own thoughts. At this moment, let's go more in detail in this news properly because we need to expose the evil of the puppet leaders in Africa. Okay, let's go there immediately. Okay, guys, right over here, this person wrote under my post because a whole lot of corrupt politicians from Cameroon are coming under my post to tell the world that there is nothing going on in Cameroon because they are trying to hide their wicked puppet president, Biya. Okay, this person wrote, I come again, my dear sister, to encourage you and other Cameroonians youths blinded by the rotten regime of Biya. Cameroonian youth should join the social media. We have a lot to do for Africa and also in Cameroon. We need to change what is called democracy in Africa, especially in Cameroon at the moment. One man cannot lead for 43 years and he is still insisting to contest again to remain in power in his 90s. Okay, this is a bad word that destroys us from birth. Democracy is a bad word that destroys Africans, Africa from birth. From primary school to university, we study European culture, European history, French Revolution, American War of Independence, English history. Why? Why not study African culture, Cameroon history, Nigeria history, and other part of African countries' history? This is because we have been enslaved till we die. Our whole generation, let me define present day democracy case studied in Africa and also in Cameroon. I want to lecture you guys on the kind of democracy that is being practiced in Africa and also in Cameroon. Okay, in Cameroon, democracy is when the president steals election and remain in power for 47 years. Papilla, now you get this one. Democracy is when journalists are paid and nothing happened because they are reporting the evil done by Papilla administration. They will buy the journalists and nothing will happen. That is the kind of democracy that is being practiced in Cameroon at the moment. Democracy is when people are paid and our girls are knocked in Baminda and Boa, part of Cameroon, and nothing happens. Our girls are being vunganga, you know what I mean, and nothing happened. That is the kind of democracy that is being practiced in Cameroon. Democracy is when peaceful civilians are being paid when they are protesting for their rights. Democracy in Cameroon is when civilians, when they are being paid in a peaceful protest in Cameroon. When they are being suppressed by the military, when they make a peaceful protest. That is the kind of democracy that is being practiced in Cameroon. A lot is going on. Hope you guys are following. Hey, they don't have farm to go to. Nobody goes to farm. No good hospital. No electricity. No jobs in Cameroon. Hunger and starvation, etc. These are the kind of democracy that is being practiced in Cameroon. Democracy is when a child of a poor farmer can't have admission in the university because of no connection and no one to stand for him or her. Democracy in Cameroon is when ministers steal all the taxpayers' money and keep in foreign banks and nothing happens. This is the kind of democracy that's being practiced in Cameroon. Okay, youth of today should think, join the wind of change coming from Captain Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso. Let's build a new democracy for Africa. Rise up, Africa. Africa must rise again. We need to change the narrative of this ancient and also modern day slavery called democracy. I have to call it ancient because it has been existing for years. And it is also modern because we are still going through it in Africa at the moment. Puppet leaders hide under the umbrella of democracy to steal power, steal funds, steal resources, steal everything, suppress the masses in the name of democracy. That is why they don't want to allow the military to take over, because they know that the military cannot tolerate this. This is slavery and not democracy. And remember, in Cameroon at the moment, there is nothing like free speech. No freedom of speech for the press. No freedom of speech for journalists. No freedom of speech for ordinary content creators in Cameroon at the moment, because if you speak, they will buy you. They don't want the world to hear the truth. They don't want the world to know exactly what is going on in Cameroon at the moment. They want to hide it. That is why some people without shame are coming. That is why some people without shame are coming under my post to tell the world that there's nothing like this going on in Cameroon. The only people who can come out and say that nothing is happening in Cameroon, they are only the corrupt politicians who are gaining, who are earning, who are feeding, who are eating from the corrupt practices under democracy practiced by Biya of Cameroon. These are the only people who are comfortable with what is going on in Cameroon. Remember, the people do not have freedom of speech, because when you speak, when you tell the world of what is going on in Cameroon, you might not live to tell the story. They will come after you. And you know what that means. You know the meaning of that when they come after you. So that is why Cameroonians are just hiding, suffering and crying without speaking up. Without speaking up because they are scared of what might happen if they come out and speak out of what is going on. So guys, are you seeing what is going on? Have you seen the kind of democracy that is being practiced in Cameroon and also in other parts of African countries? Because they don't allow the masses to come out and protest of the evil they are doing to them. They don't want the masses' voice to be heard. They don't want anyone to complain. They want you to just be comfortable with anyhow they lead you, anyhow they do. They want the masses to be comfortable with that because they are puppets. They don't want the world to hear what they are doing in the various African countries that they are leading. They don't want anyone to know the truth because they are puppets. They are working for the interest of their slave masters, and they are trying to close the mouth of the masses. Hey, Africa, my country, which way? Which way? Which way, Africa? For how long is this modern day slavery called democracy going to continue? I think enough is enough. Look at Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger. They are smiling at the moment. You know what I mean? They have shunned democracy. They have kicked out democracy in their countries and they are doing well. Do you understand me? So I think other African countries should follow suit and do the needful, because I don't think that democracy is a thing for Africans, because they are hiding under the umbrella of democracy to still oppress and suppress the people, the masses, not to speak out of the evil they are doing. So guys, based on the kind of democracy that is being practiced in Africa and also in Cameroon, whereby the people do not have freedom of speech, freedom of expression, freedom of movement, please, the comment section is open for you to air your own opinion, your own view of what is going on in the name of democracy in Africa. Share with us your own thought at the comment section. And as you do so, may God bless you. Don't forget, we are like a family here. Yes, we are one big family, whereby we are craving for African freedom from neocolonialism and imperialism. This is the movement. Pan-Africanism has come to stay. No going back. No one can stop this great movement. So guys, share with us your own thoughts. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like this video. And don't forget to share with us your own thoughts. God bless you as you do so. Shalom and bye for now.